Hey y'all, so this is going to be the step 1 of the part series that I was talking about. So we're fitting the bezel around the stone right now, and then I'm marking it. And then after I mark it, I will get my flush cutters and I'll cut that seam. And then I will grab my file and I'm going to file down the edges of where I just cut so that anyway, I need a flush seam so that they fit together and the solder flows really, really nice. So I put that back down over the stone to see if it was going to fit. It's not really a big deal for me at this point because if it's a little too tight, then I can stretch it after I solder it. So right there, I'm just kind of smashing it together to get a good seam. You can see it's pretty flush there, so I'm pretty happy with that. So then I'm going to pull my flux over and I'm going to put that on that seam. So that is going to protect the metal and help the solder to flow. It cleans it as you heat it, kind of like pulls the oxidation and stuff off it, like oils and whatever else from when you're touching it, or the Sharpie or whatever. So I'm going to cut off a piece of hard solder and put it down. I could stick solder this, but the bezels are so easy to melt that I find that this is easier for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but that's what I do. So that flux is going to suck that solder in, and then there it goes, it flows. And then after that, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to quench it so I can look at it and make sure that the solder flowed where I needed it to and the bezel actually closed. And it did. So then I'm going to pull this back over and readjust my camera and then fit the bezel around the stone. It was a little small for what I wanted, so I'm going to put it around my little mandrel thing and I'm going to stretch it just a little bit. And then I'm going to fit it back over, move the stone in from one side and from the other, just to make sure that it'll fit through there really nice, because that's going to be very important after we solder it down. It's kind of hard to, I don't like to do lapidary work and have to file the stones because the bezels are a little too small after I solder them down. So anyway, you see there's a seam there. I like to clean that up. I could hide it with embellishments, but I prefer to just file it off. I would like for the seam to look really, really clean. So this took a little bit longer than what I put in the video, but I just used my file to kind of clean that up. And there it is. It's really clean, and that's step 1.